Hey guys, before the video starts, I want to say two things very quickly. The first thing is, thank you guys for the support on these final videos. I honestly was really scared to start posting different content, but you guys seem to like it, so thank you for the support. Second is, we're really close to 3,000 subscribers. I cannot speak. We are really close to 3,000 subscribers, and I want to hit it before the end of the year. So if you like this style of content and stuff, hit the subscribe button, and it means the world to me if you do, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out. So we're just going to get through the loadout very quickly because I don't think I have to go in depth about really any of this. But starting off with the ability, there's 3 abilities, but there's only 2 that you should be using. The grapple hook is just not that good in my opinion, especially from a competitive standpoint. It has a pretty long cooldown, and I just don't think it's just not that good, to be honest with you. Now, the invasive dash and the cloaking device has really good pros. They're insanely good. Now, out of invasive dash and cloaking device, I highly recommend using cloaking device. I use this all the time, especially as a solo player. Being able to gain information and take 1v1s that you want to take because you're cloaked is really good. So I highly recommend just using cloaking device. Invasive dash is also really good. I use it too, but overall I think cloaking device is the best gadget. Moving over to the weapon, there's 3 weapons that you should be using: the XP54, the V9, and the LH. These all 3 have their pros and cons, but overall the best gun out of the 3 that I just named is definitely going to be the XP54 because it's straightforward, no recoil, really good damage, 30 round magazine. Overall is just one of the best guns in the game. The V9 is also a really good gun, and so is the LH, but in my opinion the V9 and the LH have really weird recoil, so it just looks weird and I just don't like using it sometimes. So I don't know, but they're still a really good guns, so you can use them, but I highly recommend just using the XP54. So moving over to the gadgets, there's 2 gadgets you should be using, and then the third one you can do whatever. So if you're not using the stun gun and the glitch grenade, you're putting yourself at a very big disadvantage. The stun gun is very good for multiple different reasons. You can stop reses, you can stop people grabbing cash, you can take easier 1v1s because they can't aim down sights and so on and so forth. Just use the stun gun, man. I'm just telling you right now, it's going to be so much easier to get kills with, and overall it's just one of the best gadgets in the entire game. Next up is the glitch grenade. The glitch grenade is going to make it so it's easier for your team to win fights, but not only that, it's easier for you to win 1v1s. When you hit someone with the glitch grenade, they can't use any gadgets or their abilities for like a short period of time, which is very, very useful. That means heavies can't put up their shields. That means medics can't heal or res. And overall, it's an extremely important thing. So just use this, and trust me, it's so much better than anything else. Now for the last slot, you can use whatever. I use gas grenades. I might switch over to pyro or something later in the future maybe, but for right now, I just use gas grenades. So this is the loadout that you guys should be using. And trust me, if you get used to it, this is the best loadout for the light class. So let's talk about how you should actually be playing light. So as a light main, you guys need to be playing as sneaky as possible. We are like mosquitoes. We are very annoying. We should be poking from a distance. We should be staying cloaked. We should be in high vantage points, and overall just be annoying. So this is something that I always like to tell people, especially if they're getting into playing light. You should have a really easy time looking at enemies, and enemies should have a very hard time looking for you. This is something that you need to be doing, and if you're not doing, you're playing light incorrectly. You should be invisible, and people should not know where you are, but you should know where they are. You should be like stalking them from a distance and waiting for a perfect moment to start shooting back. For an example of this, I'll put a lot of different examples on screen of me patiently waiting for an enemy to get closer to me so I have an easier time shooting, or just overall just looking at them from a distance and then shooting them. This is something that you constantly want to keep doing. You want to be on the move. You want to be jumping roof to roof. You want to stay invisible. And the most important thing that a lot of people don't do is sometimes they stay way too close to their teammates. It's okay to move away from them. It's okay to play away from your teammates. I do this all the time. The more map coverage you have, the easier it is to win team fights. Especially if it's 3v3. If you get to the last win, like the last bracket of the finals tournament, and it's a 3v3, you really do want to gain as much map coverage as possible. If you make it harder for them to get to the vault, you are buying time for your teammates. You don't need to necessarily go 1v3, but if you poke them from a safe enough distance, or if you get close enough and you poke them and you're still safe and you're dealing damage, they're gonna have to wait, and they're gonna have to have way more time getting back together as a team, while you're just literally above them, just shooting them, poking them, throwing things at them, and just overall just pissing them off. This is something you need to be doing. You need to be staying invisible, and you need to be looking for the enemy team. You need to be calling out where they are. You want to be doing pings, and this is the best way to play light, especially as a solo player. If you're not always going to have communication, you at least need to be feeding your teammates intel. So use the ping button to your advantage. Constantly keep pinging people. This is something that has helped me win so many tournaments. Okay, let me not say so many. I've only won like 2, but still winning 2 as a solo is pretty impressive because, solo right now is pretty iffy, but trust me when I say that abusing the pings and playing like a rat is going to help you win drastically. So before I end this video off, I want to say a few things. So the first thing is, if you're going to play light, you have to play with confidence. Do not be scared to play light. Light is extremely scary if you know what you're doing. And I rather fight a really good heavy player than a really good like light player, because a light player will just annihilate you within a second and you don't even realize that you're dead before you're dead. Don't be scared. Get in there and be confident. Call yourself the best player in the world if it makes you feel better. But make sure that you play with confidence. Trust me, confidence is key, especially if you're a solo player. Don't be scared to push anything. Don't be scared to make a decision that you feel is right. If it's right to you, then do it. The next thing I want to say is the stun gun is very, very strong. I've already said that, but I want to show a few examples on screen on what I'm talking about. So in this first clip, my team is going to lose this cash out, and I think we're going to get knocked out if I don't stop this. So what I do is I run up to the bubble of the heavy. I stun this guy that's getting it, and because I stun this guy and run away, even if I were to die here, we are still going to win this cash out because I stunned this guy. That's just one example. I didn't even kill anyone in this clip. I simply just ran up to his bubble, stunned him, and dropped it. And he stopped grabbing the cash out, and we won the game because of it. This is one example on why the stun gun is so important. You don't even need to kill people to get value with it. You literally can just stun them and then run away afterward. That's all I wanted to talk about in this video. If this video helped you, let me know in the comment section down below. And if you guys want more of this content, let me know. It's really easy to do and I enjoy doing it, so why not? And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.